All right, greetings out there to all of you who are similarly obsessed with finding the perfect weekender duffel bag. As promised, here's my quick review of the Beckett Simonon weekender duffel. So first, the ordering process with this bag. In my experience, I ordered this bag in late summer of 2019, and I got the bag late fall of 2019. So if you're planning to use this bag for a trip, keep in mind there could be a 2 to 3 month wait. There's definitely going to be more details about exactly how long your wait's going to be if you check out the Beckett Simonon website, but that was my experience. It's nice that while you're waiting for the bag, they send you some updates about the leather and how the bag's coming along to sort of keep you excited about the bag that's coming your way. So again, a nice little touch and something that I wouldn't necessarily expect for a bag at this price point. So first, you have a leather duffel. You're wondering about the quality of the leather. I think the quality of this leather is great. As I look over the bag, you're not really going to get this from the camera, but there's definitely a nice grain to the leather, and it doesn't have that sheen of really cheap leather, but it's also not really dull. It's sort of like a nice middle place, and I'm quite confident that it's going to develop a nice patina over time. None of the panels on this bag look out of place. They're all similar enough to make for a cohesive look for the bag, which I think is to be expected, and it's great. The metal on the bag, so you have YKK zippers. You have a zipper pocket here that goes down to the side of the bag, almost to the base of the bag. You could fit a phone and a passport in here, probably not more than that, and this pocket isn't really protected, so if you were to drop the bag on its side, whatever was in here would make contact with the ground, so not ideal for things that are delicate, but yeah, it seems like a great for like a passport or even a wallet depending on the situation. Like I said, YKK zippers here and this main zipper as well. One nice little touch about this bag that I like is that there's button downs for this main zipper. So I think that what makes sense is, as you're zipping the bag closed, you have a nice horizontal pull here, and then when you button these down, it gives you a nice aesthetic look to the bag as you're carrying it. Also on the side of the bag, you have these hooks for shoulder strap. I prefer not to use that, so I don't have it attached. But yeah, that's a choice that you have. And these are sewn in and they feel sturdy as well. One of my initial criticisms of the bag was the fact that I felt like the zipper wasn't really strong enough. And after having used the bag a few times, I take that back. I think the zipper is perfect. I think that the zipper is not overkill, and that's my feedback after having used it. If you fill the bag as it's intended to be used with clothes, a pair of shoes, or 2 pairs of shoes, and a dop kit, there's really no need for more durable zipper. This is strong enough. I had the bag packed, to the brim a couple of times, and I never had any issues with the zipper. So no complaints there. I think it's great. The inside of the bag. The inside of the bag and this pocket are lined with the same, it feels like cotton, or it's a cotton-like material. It seems like it could be a cotton poly blend. You see it's pretty cavernous inside, as you'd expect from a bag like this. So what you get inside is two large pockets here. You might be able to fit a dop kit in here sideways if it's a medium to small dop kit. You could also tuck one shoe in here and one shoe in here if you wanted to keep your shoes that way. And again, this whole bag is lined with this cotton material. On the other side here, there's a zip pouch that's about the size of an iPad, I would say, or I guess a magazine. And this liner isn't attached to the bottom of the bag, which I think is a positive thing because that means they're not putting more holes in your leather. It doesn't feel waterproof, so I would suggest taking any precautions you need to make sure things don't spill in here. But it feels hard enough that it's not going to rip under regular use conditions. So packing the bag, you know, it's called a weekender, right? So it's made for those 2 to 3 day trips. Um, it's not a bag that I would suggest using as checked luggage. Um, After having complimented the zippers, I don't know that this bag is ready to get filled to the brim and tossed around by a flight crew on a major airline. So this is definitely a bag that you're going to keep in your hand, throw in the back of the car for a weekend trip. When I initially purchased the bag, I was concerned it would be a little small. And I think that in terms of packing, if you're the kind of person who, on a 2 to 3 day trip, you pack everything you might need for a trip where you're spending time outside, you might be hiking, going to dinner, you need clothes to sleep or clothes to exercise, this is a bag at this size that requires you to be a little bit more deliberate in your packing, which isn't really a bad thing at all. I used it for a 3 day trip where I was doing outdoorsy things, doing some hiking in the day, going out to a few nice dinners in the evenings, and I was able to fit clothes for a whole weekend, and one pair of shoes in this bag. So again, I have no complaints about the size either. So in short, I recommend this bag. It's been everything I need it to be. Again, I'm looking forward to the patina that it's going to develop over time. And I'm actually going to probably pick up another version of this bag, this weekender duffel, and there's a brown color that's really nice as well. So if you see this bag on sale between $250 and $350, it's a great choice. And things I've compared it to, just for a frame of reference here, I also own one of the Filson medium duffels, and I can do a review of that. If there's interest, comment below, and I'll move that up on the list. I have a bunch of bags I want to review, but I'll move that up on the list if people are interested in other duffels. I think that bag, the leather's a bit thicker. It's a bit more of there's more of a rustic vibe to it, kind of with that Filson aesthetic. It's a great bag, but it's probably too big for a weekend. And then another bag I compared this to was an L.O. Bean leather duffel. It's a bit longer and more cylindrical, and usually on sale you can find it in a similar price, but between $200, $250, and $350. I think this bag is far superior aesthetically. The quality of the leather is much better. Honestly, with this bag, if you had a prestigious brand name on this bag, I could see someone paying twice or 3 times the price. So this is a steal in terms of quality. Customer service from Beckett Simonon has been great, and this bag was not given to me. I purchased this bag on my own, and I'm very happy with it, and I highly suggest it. If you end up picking it up, let me know, leave a comment below, and I hope you like it. Thanks.